Hi, hello everyone. I hope you're doing well, and I encourage you to have some tea along with some snacks because we're doing an art vlog with me, Madina Creates. If you don't know me and if you're new here, then it's really nice to meet you. My name is Madina, as I said, and basically on this channel I like to share some art tutorials, maybe some reviews too, and I hope to now make a lot more art vlogs because I don't have many as of now, but I hope that in the future it is going to change and we're going to have a lot more art vlogs. I did a pretty simple makeup look here. I think I used maybe maybe 5 products here. It's basically just some blush, highlighter, a really basic one. I don't think that I could even recommend these, but yeah, and also some brow mascara along with eyeliner, just to freshen up and have somewhat of a presentable face in the morning. And yeah, that's basically it. After that, I went to the place of one of my friends and we had somewhat of an co-working experience. Although art is pretty personal for a lot of us, I feel like it is really important to sometimes have the process to be not so isolated, but actually have people around you that you could discuss your ideas with, or maybe discuss your problems and issues with. Has been Haltom is the best series ever. Kazakhstan! After that, we had a pretty simple lunch with sandwiches and coffee. Live drawing is a thing that I really like doing overall, but it is really cool to have an opportunity to actually do that every week. At this point, it has become somewhat of a habit to go live drawing each weekend. And yeah, I really appreciate that I actually have this habit because it is nice to have a place where you could regularly practice your skills. For this session, I brought with myself an A3 sketchbook alongside with some watercolors and a ceramic palette. In the first half, I mostly drew with some watercolor, but then I shifted to drawing with oil pastels and the onion skin paper sketchbook that I sewed myself. Speaking of the philosophy when I do my live drawings, for me I think it is less about making a perfect drawing, but it is more about learning to see and understand shapes, movement, and the essence of a pose. I think the first time when I actually saw this quote, the essence of the pose or the essence of an object, is in the book Force by Matthew something. I think I'm going to attach it here. And basically what he's saying is that when you do a live drawing or any drawing at all, you have to first understand the essence of it and only then try to incorporate that into your drawing. And in this instance, there is a naked person, I don't know how better to say it, but there's a person who is doing a certain pose, and instead of just jumping into drawing it and try to depict it as accurately as I can, instead of that, it is a really good practice to actually analyze the pose and the person that you're drawing first and maybe break it down into some simple shapes and figures and only then try to draw the said pose. And I think another important aspect is to actually choose the material that is going to fit the pose and the object the most. So in this next footage you see me drawing with oil pastels, and I think that it is a pretty fun way not to just draw and have these really cool effects of the oil smudging and everything, but it is also really nice to have the material accompanying the pose, accompanying the objects, and not just being a tool. This is basically my approach to choosing the materials that I draw with and my approach to how I do these actually really fun looking and pretty bright drawings. It is also connected to the goals that you set up for when you're drawing. In this concrete instance, I am trying to draw as much movement and energy as possible. I'm not really doing gesture drawings here. I wouldn't call these, at least, gesture drawings, but it is similar. And basically I'm trying to find a new really fun color combination or a new technique every time that I'm making another drawing. You know, it is also important to say that for each pose there is a limited time. So, you know, with limited time for each pose, there's really no room to hesitate. The pressure really forces you to focus on what truly matters in the sketch. And it does push you to have every line as fast as possible, you know, to have every line laid down as fast as possible, yeah. And you might not be actually satisfied with the result, but that's the thing, that you finish the drawing and there's not much to say about that. You know, with every new drawing you're still going to get closer to the desired results. You're going to get closer to having your drawings more accurate and maybe more creative. You know, sometimes quantity does overcome quality. And that's what I stand with when making live drawings. I try to fill up as many pages as I can, draw as many poses as I can. And sometimes my goal is quite different from that. Sometimes I think that it would be nicer to actually maybe have just 1 or 2 drawing per pose, but actually have it detailed and laid down in the most anatomically correct way possible. You know, sometimes the goal is to actually learn anatomy, and maybe you're going to spend much more time on analyzing the anatomy of the figure than drawing itself, and that's a good thing. You know, observation is just as important as actually practicing. Overall, live drawing is much more challenging than drawing from a photo. Maybe some are not going to agree, but I think that most of the teachers and most of the experienced artists are going to agree that it is much easier to draw from the photo, because, you know, the photo is already flattened down into a 2D picture, and although our eyes still perceive everything in 2D, it is still much more challenging to lay down the object that you're seeing from 3D observation onto the paper. And yeah, I do think that observation is a skill that transfers into everything. Like, the more I practice studying real life, it is easier for me to bring that understanding into my personal work, into character design, storytelling, anything. And, you know, you probably see that I do make a lot of drawings from imagination, but I don't really think that this could happen without a lot of live drawings and a lot of studies. And I'm really happy to share my live drawing experience with you, because I do them a lot, and that's pretty much a crucial part of my life. It is also really nice to connect with other people, see how they approach drawing, maybe get some advice, so I do encourage you to do that as well. The drawings that you're seeing right now are by my amazing friend Ruslana. The drawings are just immaculate, I think. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Tomorrow I'm going to probably do some home chores, because what else am I supposed to do on weekends or whatever. I had a really good day. I'm really happy about everything, and I hope that you like this video. I hope that you like this format. Maybe I should be in the center. Okay, the lights change when I do this? Okay, but either way, the whole goal of this video was to kind of make a realistic representation of what a day as an artist can be. I mean, maybe not an artist like in general, but more like how being me is like, I guess. I don't know. I'm really satisfied with what I filmed today, and I hope that I'm going to put this video together as fast as I can. If you want to see more from me, check out the links in the description. There's going to be my card, and you're going to see all of the socials that I have, and also a link for my Ko-fi and Patreon if you're interested in supporting me financially as well, because life has been pretty hard nowadays. And I hope that if you have a will and if you have the opportunity, then I will be really happy for any support, like a support of any kind is really appreciated.